then I will walk you through and then I will show you how to use the harvester command within Parrot operating system. So what was I going to say? So basically this tool, the harvester, it gathers emails, subdomains, hosts. So basically this is like an alternative way for netcraft. However, with the harvester you'll get more informations, you can extract more valuable informations, such as I was mentioning, emails, subdomains, host, employees names, open ports, banners, plenty of stuff. So basically this tool is intended to help ethical hackers or pen tester, whatever you want, in the early stages of security assessment to understand the organization footprint on the internet and whether the organization information is visible to an attacker or not. And here, as you can see, I've explained like every single detail within the command, like what does D mean, what does -L mean, what does mean -B, etc, etc. So you can adjust your command based on what you are actually looking for. After that, we will cover deep and dark web searching. So we try to understand the differences between the surface web search and dark web search using Mozilla Firefox and Tor browser. And I will show you something which is called the hidden wiki, which is considered as an onion site that works as, let's say, Wikipedia servers but for hidden websites. Also, I will walk you through Fake ID, which is onion site used for creating fake passport. Interesting one, innit? And then lastly we will cover the PayPal Sent, which is like, you know, where they sell PayPal accounts with good balances. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they already already have an idea about people who are currently like selling PayPal accounts with good balances, and it is clear that this PayPal accounts that has been hacked. And lastly, we will cover the passive footprint how to determine the operating system of the target using this technique. So at this stage we'll be using social networking sites for gathering information purposes. Let's say as a professional ethical hacker, during information gathering you need to gather personal information about employees working in, let's say, critical positions in the target organization. You know, for example, I don't know, security architect or network administrator. So by footprinting through social networking sites, you can extract personal information such as current location, educational qualifications, I don't know, positions, organization name, and etc, etc. So these information, the gathered information, can be used to perform social engineering and other types of advanced attacks. So in this part we'll be using the harvester command, the one that I explained earlier, to extract information from LinkedIn. And just to let you know that you can change, instead of LinkedIn you can put Facebook or Instagram or whatever you want. But the rationale behind choosing LinkedIn, because we were trying to find like educational qualifications and address and their positions, and this is where usually people post their positions and their personal informations in this platform, which is LinkedIn. And then we'll be using Sherlock as well. And lastly, I will cover how to gather information using Follow We're Wonk, or I'm not sure if I pronounce it well, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal, innit? And now we'll jump on websites footprinting. Yeah, so for Website footprinting. I don't know what kind of scenario should I give you. Like, as a professional ethical hacker, it is a must, you know. I mean, you should be able to extract a variety of information about the target organization from its website by performing website footprinting. Like, you can extract important information related to the target organization's website, such as software used and the version and the operating system details, file names, paths, database field names, contact, CMS details, plenty of stuff, yeah. Using this information, you can further plan to launch advanced attacks on the target organization. Here's the technique which will be covered in this tutorial. So we start by showing you how to use ping command line utility, central OPS, web data extractor, HTTP track website copier, and the CEWL. Yeah, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So sorry, yeah. So now we'll be covering the email footprinting. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. So we'll be performing the email footprinting. Just to give you a quick idea about email footprinting or tracking, it is considered as a method to monitor or spy on email delivered to the intended recipient. Yeah. So this kind of tracking is possible through digital time-stamped records that reveal it might I wouldn't say it might reveal, but it is certainly it reveals the time and date when the target receives and opens a specific email. So the outcome of using this technique will be able to get the reception system IP address, GPS location, when the email message was read and received, and the type of service used by the recipient, and so on. After that, we'll be jumping on who is footprinting. So during the footprinting process, gathering information about the target IP address and domain obtained during the previous information gathering steps is so important. It's crucial, I mean. So as a professional ethical hacker, you should be able to perform who is footprinting on the target. This method or technique provides target domain information such as the owner, the registrar, the registration details, name of the server, the contact information, etc., etc. So using this information, you can create a map of the organization's network, and you can perform social engineering attacks and obtain internal details of the network. So before the last part, we'll be covering the DNS footprinting. So yeah, I wouldn't say this time as a professional ethical hacker or as a pen tester. I mean, we need to perform sometimes DNS footprinting to gather information about the DNS servers, DNS records, and types of servers used by the target organization. So when I say DNS zone data, I simply mean to DNS domain names, computer names, IP addresses, and domain mail servers, etc., etc. I know you might be wondering, what's the aim of this technique? So the answer is, using these information, the one that I was mentioning earlier, we can determine the key hosts connected to the network, and from that point we can perform social engineering attacks to gather even more informations. So first of all, we start using the NS lookup command line utility, and there is another online tool which is considered as an alternative way for using NS lookup, and here's the link of this online tool. And then we'll jump on using the reverse DNS lookup, yeah. And finally, we will be covering network insights. So network footprint, is process of accumulating data regarding specific network environment, and also it enables ethical hackers to draw a network diagram and analyze the target network, yeah, in more details to perform advanced attacks. So that's the main aim from using network footprinting, yeah. So in the first part we'll be locating the network range, and I will show you how to play around with traceroute command in Windows and Linux machines. So yeah, now let's jump to the practical part. We learn by doing, guys. We learn by doing.